what the Uganda Road Fund has continued to do has to continue being a conduit by which resources from the Minister of Finance were reaching local government. And as a conduit, they were not generating any resources from their own, but they were merely a conduit. And the management and administration of the fund has been a little bit sometimes difficult for the ministry, which supervises the operations of the roads, to understand how it happens apart from the circulars that they keep giving us. It is therefore imperative that government in its rationalization endeavor brings the road fund, that's why it is not a repeal, it's an amendment, brings the road fund in its entirety into the ministry. It will change the name, it will be a department, the experts will remain, but they will continue to do the work that the road fund has been doing as a conduit for reaching the local governments. And the law that establishes some of the acts will now be here, so that the members of parliament who have continued to be members of the district roads committee will retain the positions and retain the responsibility of overseeing. So, Madam, rationalization and accountability will now be directly under the Minister of Works, and so that's why we think it's urgent. Thank you.
Honorable members, one thing I need to make a clarification. I had a meeting with the committee chaired by the chair. I was just sitting in as a member of parliament of Bukedea. One thing I found out is section 25(2), which gives powers to you and me to chair the committees at your districts, district committee, district road committee is not tampered with. We still have it. We still have it. Honorable Chair, let's first get the report. Procedure on what? No, let's first get to the report.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, this is a report of the Committee of Physical Infrastructure on the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024. Right Honourable Speaker, the introduction and the background are the same with the other bills we have handled. The object of the bill, the main object of the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024 is to amend the Uganda Road Fund Act, CAP 346, to give effect to the government policy for rationalization of government agencies and public expenditure adopted by Cabinet on 22nd February 2021. Policy and principles of the bill. The policy behind the bill is to give effect to government policy for rationalization of government agencies and public expenditure RAPEX. The purpose of amendment, of this act, the purpose of amending the Uganda Road Fund Act 2008 is to empower the ministry responsible for roads to administer the act and the fund established under the act. By doing so, the bill promotes coordinated administrative arrangements, eliminates duplication, and ensures optimal utilization. Recommendations. The committee recommends that the proposal for mainstreaming of Uganda Road Fund into the ministry responsible for roads be supported. The committee recommends that the bill be passed into law subject to attached proposed amendments.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Members, you've heard the Chair. The debate is open. If there is no debate, Dorcas can move a motion. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I am a member of the committee And when the minister was speaking, he said that the road fund was not actually generating revenue. I have been on the floor of this house with a motion. Please allow me to present. Really, let's. Right Honorable Speaker.
Order.
No, allow me to make my presentation.
Sit down.
So, Right Honorable Speaker.
Order.
I have been on the floor of this house with a motion
Order, Madam
that was
Speaker.
carried by this house to operationalize the road fund. And Right Honorable Speaker, as we
Madam
speak
Speaker,
now,
the member has said she's a member of the
There's
committee,
an order.
and we don't have time to waste. You had all the time to put your
Honorable-
views in the committee.
Honorable members, the Road Fund Act was formed in 2008. The money that was supposed to go to that road fund account was supposed to be from fuel levy. Fuel levy. Now, the money which is going to this account is from the consolidated fund. And as you heard the minister say, this is basically a conduit to get money from consolidated fund account. It is actually a third party, a broker, yes, to the other.
Madam Speaker, can I come?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. As chairperson of the District Roads Committee of my district, Aleptong, and I know we have so many members here who are also chairpersons and members of the committee, we agree with the Honorable Minister, and I would like to move a motion that we move to the committee stage. Thank you.
Seconded. Seconded. Stand if you're seconding it. Seconded by the whole house. The ayes have it. Honorable members, I put a question that the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024 be read the second time. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
The Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024, Bills Committee stage.
Please stand, sit down, sit down.
Clause 1.
I put a question that clause 1 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
I put a question that clause 2 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
Clause 3.
New clause.
Chair.
Clause 3, purpose of amendment of Act 15 of 2008. Clause 3 is amended by substituting for the phrase Act 15 of 2008, and wherever the phrase appears in the bill, the phrase Cap 219. Justification is to align the citation of the bill with the new citation of the Principal Act as per the revised law of Uganda done by the Law Reform Commission that took effect on 1st July 2024. Thank you.
I put a question that clause 3 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 3 as amended.
I put a question that clause 3 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 4.
I put a question that clause 4 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 5.
I put a question that clause 5 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 6.
I put a question, clause 6, Chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable Chair. Clause 6, amendment of Section 4 of Act 15 of 2008. Substitute for Clause 6 the following. Amendment of Section 3 of Cap 219. Section 3 of the Road Fund Act. In this act, referred to as the Principal Act, is amended. A. by repealing the definitions of authority, board, executive director, and secretariat, by substituting for the definition of the minister the following. The minister means the minister responsible for roads. And C, by inserting immediately after the definition of minister the following. Ministry means ministry responsible for roads.
Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker, I thank the committee for the observations, especially on the renumbering. However, we already have a definition of ministry in the definition section. So I was proposing that we can define minister here, but drop your proposal C, because ministry is already defined in the interpretation section.
Chair.
I concede, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. I put a question at clause 6 stands part of the bill, doesn't. No? You are amending?
Clause 6 be amended as proposed by the committee to read as follows: that Section 3 of the Road Fund Act is referred to as the Principal Act is amended by repealing the definitions of authority, board, executive director, and secretariat. B, by substituting the definition of minister for the following. Minister means minister responsible for roads. I beg to submit.
I put a question that clause 6 be amended as proposed by Attorney General. Those in favor say and the control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 6 as amended.
I put a question that clause 6 be amended. I put a question that clause 6 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 7.
Chair.
Right Honorable Chair, Clause 7 amendment of the Section 5 of Principal Act. Clause 7 is amended by substituting for the phrase Section 5 wherever the phrase appears the phrase Section 4. Therefore, align the numbering of all sections in the bill to reflect the numbering reflected under the revised Road Fund Act, Cap 219, as at 1st July 2024. Justification: to align the numbering of all sections in the bill to reflect the numbering reflected under revised Road Fund Act, Cap 219, as at 1st July 2024.
Minister.
Thank you, Right Honorable Chair. Yes, we consider that proposal, and colleagues, maybe just note that when we are doing the cleanup of the bills after they've been passed here, all the bills that were started before 1st July 2024 will be realigned in numbering. We concede to this proposal.
I put a question at clause 7 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 7 as amended.
I put a question that clause 7 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
I put a question that clause 8 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I put a question that clause 9 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
I put a question that clause 10 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
I put a question that clause 11 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 12.
I put a question that clause 12 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 13.
I put a question that clause 13 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say under control nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 14.
I put a question that clause 14 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 15.
I put a question that clause 15 stands part of
Madam
the
Chair,
bill.
I want to take a clarification. The minister said that there is this has no cost. Can there be a board without staff? The clarification I'm seeking, because I want to move my amendment on that. I want you to help me. Do you have a board? No. Do you have staff? You are talking about it. I want the minister to help me to understand. So, in short, this road fund had a board and a staff. So the minister said that there were no staff, were just realigning.
Honorable colleague, there was duplication. There is a staff close to about, I think, 36 or so. And all of them, if they do agree, will be moved to the ministry. That's why we're not repealing, we are amending. And this amendment allows this very good staff who have continued to be a conduit to now come and continue to be a conduit, but under the supervision of the ministry.
I think we can, Right Honorable Speaker, we can withdraw the part of conduit.
Let's withdraw the part of conduit.
I withdraw.
I put a question that clause 15 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I put a question that clause 16 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I put a question that clause 17 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
Chair.
Right Honorable Chair, Clause 18, amendment of Section 21 of Act 15 of 2008. Clause 18 is substituted for the following: amendment of Section 20 of Cap 219. Section 20 of the Principal Act is amended: A, in subsection 1, in paragraph A, by repeating the words on the recommendation of the board. 2, in paragraph E, by inserting immediately after the word minister the words responsible for finance, and by repeating paragraph I.
Is it responsible for finance or for works?
In paragraph, by inserting immediately after the word minister, the minister responsible for works.
Minister responsible for what?
Right Honorable Chair, we agree with the first proposal to amend to delete on the recommendation of the board. It's not necessary to include any definition here because we've already, as you noticed in the previous provision, we already defined minister to mean the minister responsible for works. So we can leave that out. And on the third paragraph, we agree with it because Section 34 referred to in paragraph I of Section 20 has been repealed by Clause 34. We agree with that.
Okay. I put a question that Section 18, Clause 18 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say be amended as proposed by the Attorney General. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 18 as amended.
I put a question that Clause 18 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
I put a question that Clause 19 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 20.
I put a question that Clause 20 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 21.
Chair.
Right Honorable Chair, Clause 21, amendment of Section 24 of the Act 15 of 2008. Clause 21 is substituted for the following: amendment of Section 23 of the Principal Act. Section 23 of the Principal Act is amended: A, by substituting for the word board wherever the word appears to ministry, and in B, in subsection 2, by substituting for the word roads the word finance.
Works. Instead of finance, works.
Right Honorable Chair, we agree with the proposal to amend the Principal Act Section 23 to read by substituting the word board wherever it appears with the word ministry. We do not agree with the amendment of subsection 2 by substituting the word roads with the word finance. We propose that the word roads be maintained and the second proposal be dropped. Beg to submit.
I concede, Right Honorable Chair.
Thank you. I put a question that Clause 21 be amended as proposed by Attorney General. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 21 as amended.
I put a question that Clause 1 as amended. I put a question that Clause 21 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 22.
I put a question that Clause 22 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 23.
Chair.
Clause 23, amendment of Section 26 of the Act 15 of 2008. Clause 23 is substituted for the following: amendment of Section 25 of Principal Act. Section 25 of the Principal Act is amended by substituting for the word board wherever the word appears to the ministry. B, I think I dropped that. C, in subsection 3 by repealing the words in consultation with the minister responsible for roads.
We concur. Thank you.
I put a question that Clause 23 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 23 as amended.
I put a question that Clause 23 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I put a question that Clause 24 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 25.
I put a question that Clause 25 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 26.
I put a question that Clause 26 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
I put a question that Clause 27 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 28.
Dr. Chut, which clause were you talking about?
Right Honourable Speaker, is Clause 18 and 22.
Hey.
I would like to recommit once after.
You'll first explain, and we understand. We see whether it can be a recommital. Okay.
Clause 27.
I put a question that Clause 27 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 28.
I put a question that Clause 28 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 29.
I put a question that clause 29 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 30.
I put a question that clause 30 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 31.
I put a question that clause 31 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 32.
I put a question that clause 32 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 33.
I put a question that clause 33 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 34.
I put a question that clause 34 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 35.
I put a question that clause 35 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 36.
I put a question that clause 36 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 37.
I put a question that clause 37 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 38.
I put a question that clause 38 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 39.
I put a question that clause 39 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 40.
I put a question that clause 40 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 41.
I put a question that clause 41 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 42.
I put a question that clause 42 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 43.
I put a question that clause 43 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 44.
I put a chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable Chair. Clause 44, amendment of Section 49 of Act 15 of 2008. Clause 44 is substituted for the following. Amendment of Section 48 of Principal Act. Section 48 of the Principal Act is amended A, by substituting for subsection 1 the following. The minister shall, in consultation with the minister responsible for finance, by statutory instrument, make regulations for better carrying into effect the purposes of this act. B, subsection 2, 1, by repealing paragraph
Maybe
C.
we need to correct where there is finance, it should be Minister of Works.
No, right Honorable
The
Chair.
Minister in charge of roads is...
Right Honorable Chair, this is, we are alive to the fact that there is a minister of roads, but who shall, in consultation with the minister, because I can read again, by substituting for subsection 1 the following. 1, the minister, who is the minister of roads, shall, in consultation with the minister responsible for finance, because it's a fund, by statutory instrument, make regulations for better carrying into effect the purposes of this act. B, in subsection 2, by repealing paragraph C, and 2, by repealing paragraph H.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Chair. Right Honourable Chair and colleagues, I would like to, I'm trying to convince the chair of the committee and the members of the committee that we should just leave it as the Minister for Roads making statutory instruments for regulation and better carrying out. One of the functions that we are looking to achieve through rationalization is efficiency, leanness and efficiency. But every time you're going to ask the Minister of Roads to make a regulation, then go to Minister of Finance, then bring it to Cabinet, then come here, we are increasing another layer of bureaucracy which we are trying, and delay which we are trying to remove. I pray and hope that you can concede we leave this responsibility to the Minister of Works, and the Minister of Works becomes responsible for his docket. I beg to submit.
Thank you.
Right Honourable Chair, I concede.
Thank you.
On the other two proposals on amendment, we agree, Right Honourable Speaker, they are consequential to the decision to remove the investment arm of this process. Thank you.
Thank you. I put a question that clause 44 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 44 as amended.
I put a question that clause 44 as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 45.
45. Chair.
Right Honourable Chair, Clause 45, amendment of Section 50 of Act 15 of 2008, delete Clause 45. The deletion is consequential as the bill proposes to repeal Schedule 2 under Clause 46. Thank you.
Minister.
Right Honourable Chair, while we agree that the repeal of the schedule would be consequential in as far as it relates to Schedule 2, a blanket repeal of this may create a challenge because we have Schedule 1. So I would propose that we amend this provision without deletion and say Section 50 of the Principal Act is amended in subsection 2 by repealing the words in consultation with the board. And so we can then remove also shall in consultation with the board by statutory instrument amend Schedule 2. That is only subsection 2. Just to delete only subsection 2, 52, not the whole of 50. 51 talks about the minister may by statutory instrument with the approval of cabinet amend Schedule 1. Schedule 1 is about the currency points. So if you remove them, then all the offenses you have created in here will not have a corresponding currency point charge. But Schedule 2 relates to meetings of the board, which we have already repealed, and I agree with you that that needs to be repealed. So we only repeal 52. I beg to submit.
Yes.
Madam Chair, the Attorney General has brought something of interest. The currency point is not a responsibility of the Ministry of Works, the responsibility of Ministry of Finance. Have we defined the Ministry of Finance in our law, the law we're making? If we have not, we must.
Currency points are determined by an act. And this currency point may change from 20,000 that it is today to become 50,000. And when that is changed by the Ministry of Finance, every responsible minister who is dealing with their different legislation, pieces of legislation, goes into those legislation and by statutory instrument amends that schedule. So the Minister of Finance does not by blanket amend all the laws, because then you will have the Ministry of Finance in each and every single law as a participant. So what we do is that the minister changes and the schedule is then done by the responsible ministers in their respective dockets.
Thank you. I put a question at clause 45. Be amended as proposed by Attorney General. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 45 as amended.
I put a question that clause 45 as amended sounds part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, to the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 46.
I put a question that clause 46 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 47.
I put a question that clause 47 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Title.
I put a question that the title stands part of the bill. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Motion for resumption of the House.
Honorable Minister. Achuti, Honorable Achuti.
Thank you.
Let's first listen to Honorable Achuti.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I want to propose a recommital on Clause 18 and Clause 22. Clause 18 refers to Section 21, Finances of the Fund, and subsection C provides that the monies appropriated by Parliament for purposes of the fund are going to be finances of the fund. Right Honourable Speaker, the challenge we have is that currently, if you look at the 1 billion, Road Fund was not managing it because of restriction. But also, when you go to other ministries, we have Ministry of Agriculture, they have road projects. We go to Ministry of Local Government, they also have road projects. And right now we are moving into program-based budgeting. But we wanted all maintenance funds to come into this one fund so that it is supervised by the Ministry of Works and not in all the different ministries. That is the proposal that I wanted to make, and I wanted to propose the amendment to that effect.
You propose and we hear?
The proposal is that all monies for road maintenance and rehabilitation are appropriated by Parliament and monies for purposes of the fund, so that it covers all other funds that are outside the road fund. Because, Right Honourable Speaker, at the District Roads Committee, we have challenges. The district states that we can only oversee the funds from the road fund, but funds that are coming from other ministries do not go through the District Roads Committee. That is where my concern is.
Honorable Achuti, that is very risky. Very, very risky. Even our 1 billion will be put under that. Let this money, let it remain like that. The road fund money is different. Because there is some money which goes under Minister of Works, I mean water, others goes under Minister of Agriculture, NADS. Yes, Honorable Haj.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. I think the colleague is jumping the gun. There is nothing called program-based budgeting under our laws. Under the Public Finance Management Act, we still have sectors. Our rules of procedures provide for sectoral committees. Until we amend the Public Finance Management Act and provide for program budgeting, we can't start legislating for programs. We can only legislate for sectors because that is the current law.
Right Honourable Speaker, I want to propose something. If it cannot come under the appropriation, let the District Roads Committee have powers under it, and we could amend Section 25(5) to accommodate that.
It is already the district, the district committee already has powers under 25(2).
Madam Chair, what I see what Doctor is raising, he has a very big valid point. We are trying to rationalize. That means if it is roads, it must be Ministry of what? Works. If it is building houses, it must be Ministry of Works. And that's what we're rationalizing. Now, what we see here is that why should it be that in agriculture, there is a road. In health, there is a road. Local government, there is a road. So why, I think what he's saying that if the money for the road must be under the Ministry of what? Works. I think here we can make, he has a valid point that.
Right,
Honorable members, what Honorable Achuti is pushing for is consolidating the budgetary allocation. And that can be done administratively by Minister of Finance.
Right, Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, his issue is a bit wider. While it can be done by finance, or even at appropriation, there are issues of standardization. As the supervisors to this sector, the issues that were coming up sometimes were that roads scattered around other ministries become very difficult for Ministry of Works to supervise and ensure standardization. So as we debate it, we must also take it in context that it's not only about the money, but about the standardization of the entire infrastructure.
Information. Information.
Yes.
Information, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Chair.
Faith, then Tony.
What I seem to have understood from Honorable Dr. Achuti is the functions of the District Road Committee. Regardless of which ministry the money comes from, it eventually ends in our districts. The roads are not in space. The normal practice has been restricting the functions of the District Road Committee to only monies coming from the road fund. When it comes from any other source, the road committee is kept off. Now, we need to define if the road committee in our district is empowered enough to report, to investigate, to do oversight on all the monies coming from whichever source, as long as it's coming to our districts, we will be safe, including the security roads, all the roads.
Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Prime Minister, you need to look at the issue of transport planning and management in all the districts. Whether these are tourism roads, oily roads, water roads, whichever, you need to see how you manage them. Yes.
I am wondering whether it is going to be possible for us to fit that within this bill.
No, it is not.
Because it is a wider thing that government need to look into. For example, under the Ministry of ICT, all sectors, all ministries plan and budget for ICT related issues. And yet all this would be brought under the Ministry of ICT to plan and budget for all the ministries. So the same with the Ministry of Roads. So I think this may not fit in this bill, but the government must look into this as very important.
Go to the next bill. Go to the next bill.
Motion.
The next clause.
Go to the next bill. We want to understand your bills.
Yes, the next clause was on clause 22.
I mean next clause.
Yes, on clause 22, which is section 25, specifically subsection 5, which talks about the functions of the District Roads Committee. Now here the functions have been delegated to the regulations. But also, Right Honourable Speaker, there are almost 3 entities that approve road works in the district. There is the District Roads Committee, there's the Committee on Works and Technical Services, there's also the District Executive Committee. So my proposal was that we define here that the District Roads Committee shall be the supreme body to oversee the road funds within the district. That is the proposal, and then so that from all the sources, so that even though we may not consolidate it under one budget, but at the district, we should be able to first of all have supreme authority. Otherwise, what is happening, Right Honourable Speaker, is the District Roads Committee comes up with a road plan, and then the Works and Technical Committee also comes up with their own plan. So you have 2 plans and there is conflict as a result of that.
Thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, we've actually been, the points you are raising are actually very valid and need to be looked at carefully. Government using a whole of government approach, you will find that we are so interlinked. What you have been talking about from our understanding now sits in local government. It has a matter in works, but it actually sits in local government. So you need to be careful. I think I would propose, Right Honourable Speaker, that such complex issues, I think that's why we have this rule 134.5, which gives us time. This rule 134.4 and 5. When you're going to make an amendment which is as detailed as that, it will require some time for the ministers to go and consult. We can write anything that Parliament would like, but I propose that it may not be able to be done in this bill at this time. I just propose that the Minister of Works, Minister of Local Government, Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Water, under the Prime Minister, do take up this matter and address those concerns that have been raised.
Thank you. And actually, the issue Honorable Chut is raising is a very, very, very valid. And must be, Prime Minister, you need to make a follow-up on that and see how we harmonize for us to agree. Yes.
Madam Chair, if we are doing financial consolidation and rationalization, this has been the challenge even in Budget Committee. I give you the example of the Minister of Agriculture and Minister of Water. They are always fighting over who is responsible for building dams across the country. Irrigation. They came to Karamoja, they were fighting over a site. Agriculture wanted to build the same dam in Akonyen. Minister of Water also want to build the same dam. I am happy my brother General Lulu is there trying to sort out that issue. They are fighting ministries. And it's a bigger thing. It doesn't give this country direction in terms of achievement of targets. How are we moving in water? What are the achievements? These scattered small projects where these people fight in Ministry of Water, Ministry of Health, this does not give the country a clear direction where we are moving in different specific areas. And conflicting in terms of standardization, as Honorable Kimocho says. Agriculture builds a wide road. Water comes with a tiny one. Local government comes with a zigzag one. We must clear this matter seriously. It's a big issue.
Yeah,
we must be able to say we are moving this direction, this standard of roads, this standard of water systems, and we saw this matter. Otherwise, ministries do fight and they are here quietly fighting. But at the road level, Dr. Chut is right. We must get that function streamlined now in this amendment to give powers to the District Roads Committee to supervise all road-related funds. Let's put that function in this road fund amendment. We'll capture it from here now so that we wait for them at the districts and supervise that matter.
Right, Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues.
What we are talking about requires a multi-sectoral approach. You cannot do everything. You cannot, let's not do some of these things in annoyance. It needs a lot of work to be done. Next.
Motion for resumption of the House.
Honorable Minister.
Madam Chair, I beg to move that the House do resume and the Committee of the whole House reports thereto.
I put a question that the House resumes and the Committee of the whole House reports thereto. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Report of the Committee of the whole House.
Honorable Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I beg to report to the Committee of the whole House. I beg to report that the Committee of the whole House has considered the bill entitled Uganda Road Fund and 2024 and passed it with amendments. Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024 and passed it with amendments. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you.
Motion for adoption of the report of the Committee of the whole House.
Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the report from the Committee of the whole House be adopted. I beg to move.
I put a question that the report of the Committee of the whole House be adopted by this August House. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
Bill's third reading. The Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024.
The quorum still stands. Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill entitled the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024 be read for the third time and do pass. I beg to move.
I put a question that the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024 be read the third time and do pass. Those in favor say, and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Act 2024.
Title settled and the bill passed.
Madam Speaker and members, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for the well-conducted business. And Madam Speaker, if this is how we are to be conducting business in this house, this country would have moved very far. So I want to thank you. I want to thank my chair. I want to thank the Attorney General, and I want to thank everybody for staying focused on this. I don't know where the concept of creating agencies came from. And I don't know what was the purpose of creating agencies. It looked like the idea was weakening the central government. Now that government has woken up and has decided to get back its authority, then you are going to charge us to deliver. And it's our responsibility. And we shall deliver. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to allay fears of all members of Parliament and also the country. We are not going to create unemployment. Unlike what has been happening before, where an agency comes in and dismisses everybody, we are going to validate, using the public service, all the workers of UNRWA, and those who are willing to work under the public service arrangement are welcome to work. Because these are Ugandans. We are not going to go out to look for other Ugandans. So nobody should tell you that it's going to be disenfranchised because of the rationalization. He will decide at his own that I don't want to work because the law doesn't allow forced labor. So if you don't want to work, it's okay. If you want to work, public service and us, we have worked out a detailed plan of how to absorb the people. Secondly, there was the fear about the ongoing projects. One of the things we're even discussing together with the donor agencies is that the people who are already on those projects, the engineers who are supervising those projects, again, unless if they don't want to work, they can stay on the projects for continuity so that we don't have gaps created because of the mergers. So I want to allay fears of everybody, but I think this is a very good move to me because the arrogancy which had been created in some of these agencies is unthinkable. Where you find an ED, an executive officer, calling the ministry which supervises him a funeral service. Can you imagine? The ministry, the one which supervises you, and you say, I can't go to a funeral service. Calling the ministry a funeral service. I think that arrogance had gone too far. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much, honorable members. I want to thank you.
Procedure. Madam Speaker, procedure.
Yes.
Procedure.
Let the chair finish, then you bring.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your steady leadership and how you have...
Members, let's listen to the chair.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the steady leadership and how you have managed the process today. I want to thank, in a special way also, our government chief whip. This process has been very hectic.
So you didn't clap for me because I didn't manage it?
This. This process has been hectic. It needed a composure of the chief whip that we have. In a very special way, from deep down in my heart, I want to thank you. At least the pressure and the tempers have been moderate from your side. So I want to thank you. To the ministers, they certainly have to forget what they went through to convince members, because if they don't, they will not enter heaven, because they will be very grieved. So for whatever you went through, that's what you took the oath to do, and thank you very much for doing what you took the oath to do. Once again, thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, in a very special way for your support, for the mentorship, for steering in the right direction, and may you keep around even in the coming terms. May God bless you. Thank you very much. And to my committee, thank you for the support. And the signing and participation, I thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Committee of Agriculture and the Prime Minister. The Vice President, thank you for keeping the whole day here, and the whole team. I am very impressed. But one thing, I know you promised your boss, who is our boss, that you're finishing rationalization. And we must finish. Okay? We must finish. Next item.
Item 7 on the order paper.
Procedure, Madam Speaker.
Bill second reading.
Yes, there's a procedure matter here.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Procedure.
Right Honourable Speaker, the last time before we adjourned, I actually raised this matter regarding funds to the districts under the road fund. When the districts were given...
Dan Kimosho, the Chief Whip wants you.
Right Honourable Speaker, when this House requested government to increase funding to the districts for road maintenance, the government actually agreed to top up what the road fund was giving us with 1 billion shillings. Unfortunately, Right Honourable Speaker, what has happened is that the money that the districts used to get from the road fund was actually cut, and now it is the 1 billion which is available. For example, in Tororo, we used to get 680, about 8 billion, million shillings. And with we thought with additional 1 billion, would be able to do something. Now what the district is getting is 20 million shillings per quarter, Right Honourable Speaker, from 688. And we have 42 sub-counties. Surely, how do you expect districts to maintain roads with the 26 million for a whole quarter? So, Right Honourable Speaker, the procedural issue that I'm raising is for the Minister of Finance to inform this House why they cut the monies that districts were receiving under the road fund. Because the 1 billion was supposed to be additional. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, what Honourable Sarah is raising is true. The 1 billion was supposed to be over and above the previous provision under the road fund. Madam Speaker, this is still the case, subject to availability of funds.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Honourable Nathan.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, for me, I want to start by first thanking General Katumba for those good statements you have made. And having made those statements that everybody is going to be absorbed. But I am worried that there are those who say the funeral service am I sure, are you going to employ those who called you a funeral service? Number two, maybe you are calling them also funeral service. Number two, we know Minister of Works is fond of having engineers. At least engineers are okay. But there are some EDs who are social scientists. Do you have a space for such people in your ministry? Give me that assurance so that I can tell the people of Yonora what is going to happen to them.
Mr. Kema, next item.
Item 7 on the order paper, Bill second reading, the Public Enterprises Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024.
Honorable members, as part of government effort towards rationalization, this same bill was laid on 24th September 2024. I want to invite the minister to move a motion to the effect as per Rule 131 of the Rules of Procedure. Honorable Minister.
Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move a motion that a bill entitled the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Repeal Bill 2021 be read for the second time.
Seconded. Is the minister seconded? I mean a motion seconded by Honorable Musasisi, Prime Minister, Vice President, by the whole House. Thank you. Speak to your motion briefly.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, the privatization and utility sector reform was a program under the Ministry of Finance and of the government of the Republic of Uganda. And the object then of the program was to divest state interests in certain public enterprises and to improve the efficiency and performance of others. The Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act had listed a total of 113 public enterprises which were grouped in various categories. So in accordance with the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act, government divested a number of these state enterprises, leaving only those public enterprises listed in Class 1 and 2 of the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act, for which government is required to retain 100% shareholding, and those which the state is required to retain majority shareholding, and are therefore not available for divestiture. So this makes the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act spent since it had had the full effect. The intention of this bill, therefore, Right Honorable Speaker, is to repeal the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act 98, and has various provisions. Madam Speaker, I beg to submit.
Thank you so much, Chair, Honorable Minister. Can I now invite the Chair to give us a brief?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to take this opportunity to present the Public Enterprise and Reform and Divestiture Repeal Act 2024. And before I do that, I wish to lay on the table the copy of the report and the minutes thereof.
Please lay. Junior. Don't break your leg.
Is it uploaded?
Are you okay? Please help him. Yes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to go straight to the report. Introduction.
Give us the recommendations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I want to go straight to the recommendations. The privatization unit, which was housed under PAD, is responsible for the day-to-day implementation of the divestiture program. On matters of privatization, the director reports to the minister responsible for privatization, but the administrative purposes, for administrative purposes, shall report to the secretary to the treasury. To enable it to carry out the divestiture of public enterprises, the committee further notes that the bill does not have a commencement date for the bill. The absence of the commencement date means that the law will commence on publication, and yet the agency may need more time to adequately prepare the rationalization policy. There is therefore need to provide in the bill a commencement date to accommodate the period for the rationalization period. Recommendation. The committee recommends that the Public Enterprises Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024 be passed subject to proposed amendments. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Honourable members, you've heard about the National Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill. It is a direct bill. Anything that you need to... I thought Ojara was going to speak. I didn't know you were just escaping. Yes. If there is nothing, committee stage. There is a motion.
Madam Chair.
Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do moves to committee stage for consideration of the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Act Amendment Bill 2024. I beg to move.
Seconded. Seconded by Honourable Mara, by Shatis, by Shemesha, Professor, by the whole front, the Vice President, Jessica Alupo Epel, Honourable VP, by the whole front, by the whole House. I put a question that the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024 be read a second time. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
The Public Enterprises Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024, Bills Committee stage.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119 Sit.
Clause 1.
I put a question that clause 1 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay.
Clause
Ayes
2.
have. I put a question that the clause 2 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
I put a question that clause 3 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 4.
I put a question that clause 4 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 5.
I put a question that clause 5 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 6.
I put a question that clause 6 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 7.
I put a question that clause 7 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
I put a question that clause 8 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
I put a question that clause 9 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
I put a question that clause 10 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
I put a question that clause 11 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 12.
I put a question that clause 12 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 13.
I put a question that clause 13 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 14.
I put a question that clause 14 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 15.
I put a question that clause 15 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I put a question that clause 16 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I put a question that clause 17 stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Title.
I put a question that the title stands part of the bill. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Motion for resumption of the House.
Honorable Minister.
I beg to move a motion that the House do resume and the Committee of the whole House reports thereto.
I put a question that the House does resume and the Committee of the whole House reports thereto. Those in favor say aye, to the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Report of the Committee of the whole House.
Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the whole House has considered the bill entitled the Public Enterprise Reform and Investiture Repeal Bill 2021, considered all the clauses without an amendment.
Motion for adoption of the report of the Committee of the whole House.
Honorable Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House adopts the report of the Committee of the whole House.
I put a question that the report of the Committee of the whole House be adopted by this House. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
Bill's third reading. The Public Enterprises Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024.
Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the bill entitled the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Repeal Bill 2024 be read for the third time and do pass.
I put a question that the Public Enterprise Reform and the Divestiture Repeal Bill 2024 be read a third time and do pass. Those in favor say and the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Public Enterprises Reform and Divestiture Amendment Act 2024.
Title settled and the bill passed.
Item 8 on the order paper, Bill second reading, the Tier 4 Microfinance Institutions and Money Lenders Amendment Bill 2024.
Honorable members, the Tier 4 Microfinance Institution and Money Lenders Amendment Bill 2024 was equally read on 24th and tabled to this House 24th September 2024, and I will evoke the Rule 130, one of the rules of procedure, and invite the Minister of Finance to move a motion. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Your Honorable. Your Honorable Speaker, I beg to move a motion that the bill titled Tier 4 Microfinance Institutions and Money Lenders Amendment Bill 2024 be read for the second time. I beg to move.
Seconded. Seconded by the Vice President Sarah, Honorable Baremusi, Honorable Lugolobi, all the Musasisi, Kasolo. Okay, Honorable Haruna. Honorable Haruna, Dr. Jena Chen, Honorable Mayanja, Honorable Mbadi, Honorable Elwelu, by the Hollow House, Honorable Fox, Honorable Katuntu, Honorable Amenya, and Wilson. I said Saro Pendi, Atikin's wife. Would you love to speak to your